welcome to Sauti TV. My name is Keve, and we're here at the Nairobi Street Kitchen with Peng, one of the founders of Hustle, a very big entrepreneurship app that is going to help Kenyan artists and Kenyan creatives sell their merchandise, sell their works of art, and sell their basically anything art or anything. You'll explain more about what you're selling. Yeah, good to see you and nice to be on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and attending our launch session today. I appreciate it.
First question now, I've seen you've launched the app with a really big brand in Kenya, Sauti Soul. Why Sauti Soul, and what pushed you as a founders of the app to work with Sauti Soul?
Well, you know, we built this app for creatives, right? And, you know, we thought it was important to show creatives that we were serious about our craft, that we were serious about who we wanted to work with, and, you know, gain as much kind of value and legitimacy as possible, right? And for us, you know, we've been friends with Sauti Soul over the last 6-7 years, and it's been amazing watching their journey, not only as artists, but as entrepreneurs, right? So, you know, things like attacking like the events, the merchandise, the thought process, the soul generation, so much of that entrepreneurial spirit is something that we want to capture and kind of imbue in all of the creatives that we work with.
And how has been the reception so far since the inception of the app?
Yeah, sure. So we actually just launched the app to a select group of creatives in August, right, to get kind of feedback and see how it worked and see where we can improve. And it's been wonderful. You know, we're working with over 300 creatives on the platform right now across food, fashion, music, art. You know, and it's just wonderful to see that all of these creators are taking the control into their own hands to build their independent businesses and connect directly with their fans.
Online is currently the biggest, almost, I would say, I can't speak numbers, but I would say online is one of the biggest revenue earners for creatives locally. We have seen other platforms like YouTube and all other platforms, Spotify, that are earning creatives a lot of money.
To actually, you know, clarify that statement, you know, I think as consumers, we're so used to consumer-centric applications like YouTube and Spotify, right? That make it seem like we're supporting an artist just by a like or a listen, which is true, right? But for the vast majority of musicians, that doesn't put money in their pockets, all right? I think according to Spotify's own data, 0.5% of creatives on that platform are making more than 1 million shillings in a year, okay? Here in Kenya, it takes 1 million views on YouTube to make $1,000, right? I'm guessing that it probably costs you more than $1,000 to make a video that gets 1 million views, correct? So I think for a lot of creatives, YouTube and things like this are more from a branding perspective, of getting their name out there in hopes of landing, you know, a deal, a contract, etc. But for the everyday creative, it's not a way to make money, right? The only way to do that is by selling your product direct to your fans, where you're earning the vast majority of that income, right? Streaming platforms give you less than 0.01 cents per stream, right? Versus if you sold a single to a fan for even 100 bob or 50 bob, that's thousands of streams that you would have need to have gotten otherwise, right? So we're just trying to put more power back and independence back to the creative.
Talking about that, what would be your message to Kenyan artists who obviously are being exploited on these other platforms? I don't know, that's my word. What would be your message to Kenyans? Because obviously, what you have said, that means artists and creatives have a better chance to earn on Hustle than they earn on other platforms.
100%. You know, I think, you know, in some ways we're going back to the past, right? There was a time when if you were an artist and creative, the only way to sell something is to talk to somebody face to face, right? If you're selling an album out of the trunk of your car, like Master P, you have to know that person. They get a sense of your personality, who you are, and what you stand for, right? I think in today's world, the marketplace is this anonymity between the creator and the consumer, right? Makes it feel that like, nah, I could just listen to somebody else, right? Or I could just try something else, right? That relationship is gone, all right? So with Hustle, we're trying to bring that back, right? Only in this digital world, right?
Speaking about that, back in the time, I remember some of the artists used to, like you've said, you've just given an example of Master P. They used to work with the DVDs and CDs in the car booths and sell directly to the fans, sign autographs. How is Hustle doing this differently? And depending on, and just give an example of the case studies of that already you're working with, Sauti Soul, Heart the Band. How is Hustle connecting the creatives to their audience?
I mean, I think Heart the Band, you know, they sold their album Simple Man exclusively on their own website for about 2 weeks before they went on streaming, right? And during that 2 weeks, they had an opportunity to meet fans who just wanted to support their music, right? I'll give you an example. There was a guy who bought the album 5 times, right? Now, if this was on a streaming platform or on a marketplace, would you really have known that that person did that 5 times? No, you wouldn't, right? But because it was direct here, they could call back that customer and say, hey, listen, I appreciate it. You bought my album 5 times, right? Who are you? And they're like, listen, I've been a Heart the Band fan for 10 years, right? I love to support you guys directly, okay? So then Heart the Band shouted that guy out on their social media. Guess what? He bought the album 12 more times, right? I think it's when you listen to somebody or you view somebody's art from far away, they don't even know who you are. They can't show you that they made that music for you, right? They can't share in that experience together, right? In the way that we can hopefully do now.
And just as a final word, what do you think are the strategies you're trying to use to make sure that the app gets enough publicity or is get to be known by the millions, if not thousands, of Kenyan creatives or African creatives? Because I heard that the app is penetrating into the general Africa. What plans do you have to spread the word out about Hustle?
Yeah, so you know, for now, I think our focus is working with the creative economy here in Kenya first, right? Working with the musicians, software developers, chefs, fashion designers, authors, right? Because in reality, what is a creative except somebody who creates, right? Whether it's a physical or digital product, right? So we want to really establish our roots here, work with them and understand kind of the challenges and how we can constantly evolve the application and our surrounding services to make it as easy as possible, right?
Just a final word about just the general reception and your message to the creatives out there. You can just address the camera directly and just give a message to the creatives. And what do you think they're going to get benefit from the app itself?
Look, man, I don't think there's been a better time to be a creative than in this world and at this time of life. Right. With technology, you have the opportunity to reach a community of like-minded individuals who share your passion. Right. And as long as we provide you a tool to kind of interact with them, to make money off of it and to keep your craft going, right? I think that's the best thing that we can see. I mean, every single great thing we have in this world is because somebody loved what they were doing. Right. And that's kind of what we're trying to bring back and say, if you love what you're doing, then you deserve to make a living out of it. And in order to do that, you need tools like Hustle to make that happen.
Thank you very much, Peng. I've been speaking to Peng, one of the co-founders of Hustle app in Kenya. Check out the app, download the app, use all the platforms, and get information about how you can earn as a creative. My name is Keve, Sauti TV. Thank you for watching.